Okay, we see something starting up. Just bear with us here, and we'll give folks an idea what we plan on doing this round. So let me just check something out real quick. What we want to do is see if we can stay in touch with folks and be able to see any questions come into the chat window. Now, it looks like it's not going to work the way we thought we would, but we'll do a workaround for now. Okay, so for folks that are joining, we'll give it about maybe a minute or two, and then we'll kick off this live stream. Just go check, see if anyone's joining us today. It's fairly late right now. It's coming up on midnight. And so far, we don't have anybody on, but we'll go ahead and describe what we're going to do this round. And so the intent of what we're going to do is take a look at the Blue River from a Google Earth standpoint. And when we say Google Earth, there's a lot of questions that usually come up in the usually about a couple of weeks before the trout season starts. A lot of folks will be asking the question as to where is the Blue River, and some details about the Blue River. And what we found is the best thing to do is paint a picture, and a real good picture is Google Earth. And what we like doing is just point out a key city that's prominent for most areas in the North Texas area that they easily can navigate to, and then from there we walk them to the Blue River where we like to fish, or some of the places that we'd like to fish on the Blue River. So this round, think of the Blue River being just north of Durant, Oklahoma. Closest city is Tishomingo. I believe that's just a few miles down the road from the Blue River. And the thing you want to remember about it is once you get to Durant, you pretty much just keep heading north on 75. I believe it turns into Highway 69, and let's see if I can get you closer here. So here's Durant. Basically, Choctaw Casino will be right over here. And what you do is you go up Highway 75 in Texas. It turns into Highway 69 in Oklahoma, and all you do is just head, I believe it's about 3-4 actually maybe more like 5 miles down the road from Choctaw Casino. You'll look for an exit right over here for Highway 48, and what you'll do is you'll come off the off ramp off of Highway 75/69 and get onto Highway 48, or I guess it's State Highway 48. You'll head north, and you've got two options. You can continue up 48, and what will happen is you'll intersect with Highway 22. This is Highway 22. Or you can take 70 or 48, which will turn into Highway 78, and then it'll continue on, and that'll be 78 all the way through. We found that coming from the North Texas area, just north of Dallas-Fort Worth, it seems like this route here seems to be a little bit faster than going this route. We used to do this for the longest time, and then we decided to give this a shot, and it's pretty easy. Your main goal is to go from Choctaw Casino, Durant, Oklahoma, heading 48 to 78, and you'll go along Highway 78, and you'll turn north here to Nida, Oklahoma, and that's the key. It's a little town, got a little one-stop sign here. That's where you want to end up if you're coming in from Highway 78 from the North Texas area. And since most of our viewers coming from the North Texas check out our website, stalkertroutfishing.com, tend to come from the North Texas area, so we just usually describe this route for folks. We're saying that we used to go up 48, which would intersect Highway 22, and you would just make a turn here and you'll hit Nida again, and this is west. So at Nida, I'm going to go ahead and move you over. This will be 78 basically the rest of the way, and you'll just follow this road along. You know you're on the right track because you'll hit Milburn, and be careful here in Milburn because the speed limit's going to drop on you. There's also a one-stop sign town here. And what's nice about Millburn, two things. One, it's an old school country gas station convenience store, and what's even better is it offers free air. So, and when I say free air, free compressed air. So you can go in, come into town, and get you a beef bean burrito or some coffee and whatnot over here at the convenience store gas station. This is it right here. And off to the let me see if I can get you closer. Right here is your free air compressor. Don't have to put a quarter in, don't have to put $1, don't have to put your little Visa card to pay for air. It's free still. So it's always good, especially that 1 year when we had the little pickup that we had some fairly old tires and we were losing air. So it was always good to stop there and just top off the air pressure. Plus my father-in-law tends to like stopping here because he likes those beef bean burritos. So I don't know why, but bottom line, he likes them, and we have to stop there. So keep that in mind. That's Millburn, Oklahoma, just off of 78. So 78, stay on 78. There's Millburn. You'll continue west, heading to Tishomingo. So the way I like to remember it when I'm headed from the city of Allen, where we are based out of, is just remember you get the Choctaw Casino in Durant. You get off of 75, cut over from 75. Let's see if I can take you back down here. So here's Durant. Take 75. You'll cover on 48. And if you miss this turn here, sometimes you'll miss it. There was a lot of construction 1 year, and I had a hard time remembering, oh, you turn here versus keep going. If you keep going, just remember, make a left on the 22 and intersect back onto 78. You stay on, or if you make this turn here, it's basically 48 to 78, and then 9 is going to be this little town right here. And what you'll do is you'll take NIDA up to Millburn, and you have a choice. You can go into Tishomingo and head to the northern part of the Blue River, or you can cut over just before you get to Tishomingo and head to basically where Scotty's one stop is, and stop there, get some things, and then head on to the southern section of the Blue River where you fish. All right, so let me go and check, see if anyone's joined us. Oh, we did. All right, cool. See, thanks for the tip. Live lining shad at Denison Dam caught me 2. Oh, excellent. Yeah, that was completely by accident, and that we accidentally hooked into a shad, and we just went ahead and live lined it down that one run, and it did work for us too. So thanks. Good to hear that that tip worked. All right, so we'll shift back to the directions. So again, Durant to off of 75 onto 48 right here. 48 will become 78, and you'll get to NIDA. And let me go ahead and show you NIDA. Small town, and what you want to remember here is as you get to NIDA, there's this one intersection that may throw you. And the reason why I say it may throw you is because you come to a complete stop here, and the speed limit will drop, and folks will be coming through here. And then as you pass this one intersection, there's a stop sign. You'll come up here, and you'll immediately, as soon as you see this turn right here, you go ahead and make your right turn. If you continue on, you'll overshoot it. But bottom line, you want to take the 78. And so it gets confusing, but once you get on the 78, 78 stays 78 all the way up to where you need to go to the Blue River. But it'll do this one little jog to the left here, and then to the right. Okay. Once you do it the first time, it'll be ingrained in your head, and you'll be able to make this in the dark, no problem. And for us, it takes about an hour, 45 minutes or so to get to the Blue River. And again, there's NIDA, then to Millburn. You can go on to Tishomingo if you're going to the northern area, or you can just short of Tishomingo make this one turn that we'll describe here in a short bit. Cut over to Millburn. Do stop at Millburn at that one convenience store, get your free air, and stop for a beef bean burrito, or get some coffee, and it's always good. You always see some nice folks over there hanging out. So here's Millburn, and to get to the southern area of the Blue River, where we like to fish, specifically Hughes Crossing, as you pass Millburn, you'll continue along 78, and let me show you. Right here is Tishomingo. This is Tishomingo. Millburn is just over here on my far right, and right here you'll follow this road, which is 78, and let's see if I can zoom in on it. What you're looking for is a turnoff right here. Okay, so think of South Bullard Chapel Road or North 359 County Road. How we remember it is, as you make this one curve in the road, you're going to notice there should be a blue sign just short of the turn. It'll be right around this area here. Basically come to a stop and get ready to make this turn right here. And there'll be a good sign. It'll talk about the Blue River, a blue sign that says Blue River. I think it's like wildlife management area or hunting area or whatever. Anyways, look for that blue sign, make that turn, and you know you're on the right track because you'll definitely see this wide area right here as you make this turn, and you'll head up north. And after that, you're pretty much almost there. Speed limit's about, I believe it's 40 right here. And what you want to do is just continue up this road, also known as South Bullard Chapel Road. And as you're going up north, you know you're on the right track because you're going to come past a bunch of these houses, really nice looking cabin looking like house, and really cool. But as you come up here, there's a couple of things, key things that you should look for if it's your first time and you're not sure you're going on the right road. It's about 5 miles up this road, and about halfway there's one spot that I think it's like a restaurant that's only open Wednesday or Thursday to Saturday or Sunday, and it's like a rib place or something. So be looking on your right as you're going up north on South Bullard Chapel Road. You see that, you know you're on the right track, and you definitely know you're on the right track is when you get the end at the tail end of that road. And what I'm trying to get to is right here. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Okay, so you keep going north, and it looks like it's very confusing at this point, but it's only 5 miles up the road. There it is. So that's what you're looking for, Scotty's Blue River One Stop. Oops, overshot it. Let's go ahead and drop right in there. So again, that's South Bullard Chapel Road. At the tail end, about a 5 mile drive up, you'll see this one intersection, and there'll be Scotty's One Stop right here. They used to offer fishing license purchases. They don't offer that anymore, or at least the last couple of years. So do make sure you have your fishing license beforehand. You can order it online, or I think you can stop if you're going up north from the North Texas area. You can always stop at Dave's Ski and Tackle, just short of the border, and as if you were going to go to Denison Dam and get your license there. Additionally, I believe there's a Walmart in Tishomingo that you can pick up one. We tend to go ahead and just order it online and print it up, and you're good to go. Also, one thing to remember when you're going up to the Blue River, actually when you're fishing for trout in Oklahoma, there is a requirement that you have your stringer with your license, your name and license number. So there's got to be a tag on there, and it should have your name matching your driver's license, as well as the license number of your Oklahoma fishing license. One good thing though is there's a freebie for those that are senior citizens in Texas. If you're 65 or older, just in case, check the regs to make sure about the age limit. But bottom line, if you're a senior citizen in Texas, you do not need a fishing license in Oklahoma. One thing that I was asked a question way back when, and we actually got an answer from Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation. This is when you are that of that age where you don't need a fishing license in Oklahoma. What do you do for your tag on your stringer when you're trout fishing? And what they suggested was put your name on it and your driver's license number, and that'll show that you that is your stringer. And the other thing is when they look at your license, your driver's license, they'll see your age as well, and everything should match. So keep that in mind. You do have that. Other thing is it's a 6 trout limit, daily limit, at least this past year and this year. So you can keep 6 versus Texas you can only keep 5. Right, so here you are at the Scotty's Blue River one stop. That's the next thing you'll want to do is just keep heading north, and as you head north, this road will just take you right into the Blue River area that we'll be fishing here, hopefully in a couple of weeks. Let me go ahead and see if anyone else has joined. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and continue on with the description of how to get to the Blue River. All right, so Scotty's Blue River one stop. Continue north, and as you head north, you're going to get to the entrance of the park area. And you know you're on the right track because as you're going through, you'll get through this bumpy area, and sure enough, this will be the entrance. You'll see a gate here, and it's open. I forget what times it's open, but bottom line, that's a gate that you'll use to enter into the Blue River public hunting and or wildlife management area. Anyways, here's the I believe it's the ranger house and maintenance buildings. So when you see that, just continue along this road. It'll be on, these buildings should be on your left, and all you do is just follow this road down. And keep going, keep following the road, and I'll zoom out. So you came in through the gate here. Follow this road around, keep going, watch the speed limit. It's going to drop as you get closer to the camping area. And here's the parking area that you're going for. And let me go ahead and zoom in here. And if it's really busy, this place will get really packed. It's also a lot of RVs and folk camping at times, so be careful, or be early if you want to get a parking spot. Here's where the restroom is, and I believe this past year they went ahead and upgraded the restroom, so it's a lot bigger and more convenient, or more modern looking. And here's where you'll park. Alright, and this gets you to Hughes Crossing, and this is Hughes Crossing right here. There'll be a little monument or a marker for Hughes Crossing, talking of some history of the area, and it'll be a good do some nice sightseeing and whatnot. So that's how you get to Blue River. Again, recapping, Highway 75, which later turns into Highway 69 in Oklahoma. Just about 3 to 5 miles from the Choctaw Casino. You'll exit 75 onto Highway 48. Highway 48, make a left onto 78. As you head up on 78, it's going to twist around a little, and you'll get to this little town called Nida. After Nida, you just continue again on. It's basically 78 with that little twist and stop sign and turn. And as you go up there, continue on 78 to Milburn, and then just short of Tishomingo, you'll make your right up that South Bullard Chapel Road. Look for the big blue sign indicating the Blue River area, or you can continue on to Tishomingo and follow those signs as well to head up to the northern part of the area. But for now, we'll just talk of Hughes Crossing, and don't want to tie up folks too much. Just mainly get the point of how to get to the Blue River. When they do the trout derby. It'll be in this area here as well. They'll hold the officiating things. All right. And several years ago, we had a lot of questions keep coming in about how we fish the Blue River and some suggestions. So there's an article that's out there. If you look up online or Google it, Blue River and use crossing fishing, put those words in, it'll get you to this article that's listed on Hub Pages, and in there it'll give you some details of how we describe this area here where we had fished it. And let's see if anyone joined and see if there's other questions. All right, it looks like 3 people have joined us today. So in this part of the live stream, I want to talk more on the use crossing itself, and then we'll pretty much end the live stream and see if anyone has any questions, and then we'll go ahead and end the live stream. So that said, let me go ahead and take you into detail of what that article talks about when it comes to the use crossing. All right. And so when we fish the area, we tend to use fly fishing gear, and a lot of the videos that you see us posting is mainly of this area. We have gone to the northern area, and there's some really nice scenery as well as some nice water up there to go fishing. But when we're in that trout fishing mode where we want to just get away from the Metroplex and head into some nice places to do some trout fishing in a river, this is definitely one that's well within a day trip, just under 2 hours, and easy trip. Doesn't even feel like a 2-hour drive. So let me go ahead and take you into use crossing and some key things out of the article that we had pointed out. Okay. So what's cool about Google Earth is it gives you some good detail of the area. And in this case, this was a snapshot taken back in February 8 of 2015. So a lot of I think some things had changed with all the heavy rains that we got over the course of the past year or so. But I believe this one's updated enough to give you an idea of what's out there. So we'll start out the parking area. So here's where we park. You'll head down this road here. This is disabled parking or handicap parking, so you can park here if you've got the little blue sticker. There's a little handicap area to fish off of here, where folks can fish where they can kind of fish from this little spot here. It's not really a pier, just a concrete area with a little pipe fence, and it does offer some fish in there, and we've seen folks catching fish there. But where we like to usually focus on is along use crossing here, the actual water itself. And the water can be just got to play the flow by ear. I mean, some years it's pretty strong, other years it's not as strong, and you can kind of work your way in there. And so the key thing to remember about this specific area is, see all these rocks, and right here there's a nice hole here, and there's another hole over here, and then just over here there's a nice I'd say a lot of rocks, but then there's a lot of pockets and holes that the trout tend to hang out. And we've done it before where we've limited it out along this section here using fly fishing gear as well as power bait on some ultralight spinning gear, and we've pretty much worked this whole area right here without an issue. Some years we've been right up against this one waterfall area and been able to catch a few fish in here, just kind of high sticking be it a near deer or a woolly bugger or some nymphs, and catching them there and all along here as well. And we've seen other folks using super dupers as well as inline spinners and doing really well as well in this area. So keep that in mind. Okay. You can see that there's more water here, and we've been up here in both this area and this area, and I've caught trout as well as other fish. But like we're saying, this is when we got that trout fishing bug. We just kind of want to get right out there and see what's available and just kind of hit these key spots. So this is that one section. Again, a lot of rocks, pockets, holes where fish will be holding. Some years where we'll see a bunch of them just kind of in a school, just working their way up and down and being able to catch them. The other thing is right around here you'll see just a downstream. So here's the water flow going from my right to left. Right around here you'll see a lot of water, and some years you'll just pretty much see these areas here where you can fish, and up even against the water you'll just kind of play the bubble line and be able to fish there. We'll see a lot of folks fish the bank area here. Here's a nice set of rocks and pockets and holes where they'll be hanging out, and we've caught them all along here, all along this area here as well as here. Just be able to just locate them. And then here we'll tend not to fish here. We'll let the shore fishermen fish here. And then all along here it kind of gets kind of hard to get access to the bank in places, but you'll be able to see some spots where you can try. And then right around here you'll start seeing some runs and riffles and rocks, and a lot of times we'll work this area here, and what we suggest is step lightly, because the fish are there and they'll be right at your feet at times. Additionally, we do suggest, if you're going to be wading, do have a wading stick, because those rocks can really make you slip and fall. And additionally, if you were going to really work the river, we suggest wearing chest waders instead of the hip waders, or those low water boots we've seen people go in. It's better just to go ahead and do the full Monty and put on your chest waders and get right in there and get some access to some good water. And when we say good water, all along here you'll see folks catching fish. From a fly fishing standpoint, you'll see folks working this area here, and this is called the island. You'll see folks over here working this area. There used to be a fairly good sized sandbar. Not sure how good it is now. Before you'll see some wade fishermen just come right in here and just stand on this one sandbar and cast into this area here and catch them all day long. So that is some of the key areas that we fish when we hit use crossing. All along here, be careful where you step, and also be watchful, because there are trout here. They'll just be lingering in these pockets, and it'll surprise you where they're hiding. And as soon as you know it, you're stepping on one, and he's running off and getting scared, and you spooked him. Down here is a set of riffles and runs. We've caught them in this area here, just working through this brushy area, and then all along here, right here and down here, we've worked our way in. Haven't fished this area as much right here. Let's see, have seen some folks camping and also fishing and whatnot, and doing catching a few things there, but we have skipped over and worked our way down to this section here, right here, and then also down in this area here. And what we do is it kind of has a steep bank, and you kind of walk right in there, and then you can start working these different areas. And just be careful again, there are some deep pockets and holes that may slip you up and get you wet. But bottom line, that's what we like. For more details on how we explain things, specifically in this area, do look at that online article that gives some details there. And I believe we've seen some folks reference that article in different places on the internet, and it's basically free use, copyright on it, so anyone is welcome to take a look at that and cut and paste and do whatever they want with it. Just make sure you just note that you retrieved it from that particular website, and you should be good to go with any copyright rules, I guess. Let's see, let's go and zoom out and just talk briefly on the other section of the Blue River. And haven't fished that one as much. I think we've gone there twice now over the years, but we may hit there sooner, more often, as it looks like some pretty area. And they also have a catch and release area that is pretty cool. Before we go there, let's just take a peek and see if anyone else is on. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So here's a Tishomingo. So we were describing how you went from Milburn to Tishomingo, and short of Tishomingo you take South Bullard Chapel Road, and I'll take you on from this road up to Scotty's and to Hughes Crossing. The other place you want to look at is the northern end of the Blue River, and what you want to do there is take 78 into Tishomingo. You'll make a right onto 377 and Highway 99 right here. So here's 78. You make a right, come up here. They also call it North Kemp Avenue, and you'll head up this area. So you'll go up 99, and let me see if I can get you a little more, a little bit better view. Okay, so you head up 99. You'll see this cutover right here, sort of like a little, almost a 45-degree angle turn off of 99. When you do that, you're getting close to that northern area, and it usually throws us off guard when we're heading up there, because we'll overshoot the parking areas, and there's a couple of parking areas that you can hit. Let's see. Alright. Zoom out real quick. Okay, so here's 99. You'll cut over on this road, and this stretch here will get you to where we need to go do some fishing. Alright, so 99, follow this around, then you'll cut over here. See this bend here? And here's where it usually mixes us up, is here's the river itself, the Blue River, and there's several parking areas, and depending on where you park, it could be a long walk, it could be a short walk or shorter walk. Okay. So one year we came in and parked over here, and we actually went right here at the first parking area, and you'll notice there's two places to park, one south of the Highway 7 and one north of Highway 7. You can park here and head up here, and you'll notice it's a fairly long walk before you get to the water. Right here. And then you can also park on the south end and take this stretch here and start working this area. And we've fished this area before and found some good places to fish and catch a few trout here or there. The place where you would probably want to park to get into the fishing is the second parking area as you're heading west to east from 99 onto 7, and it's this parking area here. And so you'll cross a bridge, park here, and you can start heading up this road here and start fishing all along there. Keep going, and there's a catch and release area. We've never made it there. We plan on doing that at one point. I believe it's just further up north here. Let's see if I can get us up here. Yeah, it's going to be up in this area here. All right. So anyways, this is the northern area. Haven't fished it as much as Hughes Crossing, the southern area, but we definitely do suggest folks give it that a shot. And again, depending on where you park, it could be a walk or two to get to the water, or it could be a little bit shorter to get to. All right. When we fished this area here, it was a lot of fun in that we were able to work these different pools here, or not pools, actually sections of water, and we did see some nice fish being caught. If you see one of our videos, you'll see us in different spots all along here. I think there was one where we had walked along this area, and then we started walking up this little island or little section of land here and dropping our flies and catching stuff, and actually fishing just up on the waterfall area just short of some of the whitewater that was here, and able to do some good fishing there as well. So that was a lot of fun. Alright, that's pretty much all we have this round. Let's see if anyone has any questions before we close out the call. Let's see. Alright, again, for Joseph, again, thanks for letting us know about that tip of live lining shad, Denison Dam. Glad that you were to get some nice big stripers. and hopefully we can continue giving you some good tips, or at least some suggestions based on some of the stuff that we're finding when we're out in the field. All right, so really appreciate y'all joining today, and we're having trouble keeping these live streams working, or at least the audio working well after it's been saved. So we'll play this one by ear. If it looks like this one has some good audio and it's not the video's not skipping, we'll probably leave this one online. All right, so again, appreciate y'all joining today, and we'll go ahead and close out today's call, and hopefully this one will stay on longer than the other 3 beta tests that we've done. All right, so till next time, we'll catch y'all later, and good luck and good fishing.